like how it tastes. Shawty use a, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go! Niners, this is the mark. I hope you got your left, because I'm about to take you to school. 14, got it. Watch the twins.
On first down, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
218, chop it. Patrick. Rock it. Hey, seam six. Watch safety green. Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Across the track, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 23-yard run. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready? Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Wilson throwing again. He's He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. From the shotgun, Wilson. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. It's a 49 touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing right. You ain't doing nothing right.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll drop the throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check. Lucky. Any weapon. Hard. Snap.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy. Let's put him on the buses. 6-6, pull it high. Shift. Check. Look at me. Go. Ready?
On first down, here's Breida. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, lock it. Slam. Sponge. Man. Hey, check. Leo.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. Tight dog. Kill. Showing it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
It's Coleman here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 70 yards. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third and goal, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown ground as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready. 10 Tucson. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check. Go. Check the backer. Rock it. Be careful.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Go,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
64, weak. You got tight. Gone, gone. Check 52. Under 10, under 10, 10. Switch. Now.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Breida. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Watch the whip. Check 3. Hard. Alert 3. Alert 3. 5. Ready.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 37 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Niners 31, Seahawks 6. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Rip right.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kareem Hunt, 60 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Come to my world. Hey, lock it. Check 99.
2nd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sullivan. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Watch the eye. Fair. Joker. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Leo. Kill, turn up. Shoot. Watch it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he will go out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Say it. Kill. Hey, Delta. Check 9. Shoot. Hey, Sam off. Let's go.
Breida to get the third quarter started. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you give this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, exit.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
49, check 49, check 49.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Safety's creeping.
He's going out.
We got double up, double up.
Deep grip, deep grip.
He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
All day, dog.
On first down, they run it home. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down with a sack back at the 16-yard line. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Man left. 4 down, 4 down. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Shoot. Tighten up. Check.
Here's Coleman. He's got the first down or more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Rock it. Greystone, travel.
Check 31.
Go. Look, squeeze.
Kill.
Ready.
Right back to Coleman first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, check. Hard.
Now it's Breida. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 57.
Hey, I'm coming.
Check 50. Check 50.
Check nickel.
Tight dog. Kill. Recon, 132 fighter.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll set up to throw. He finds Coleman. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gould for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 38, Seahawks 13. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got Smith here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down, Seahawks.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll try and run it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Wilson to throw. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Look at me. Go. Check. Hey, Alpha. Kill.
They run with Breida. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, here's Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, watch the ship. Hey, lock it. Check your hot read. Check 43. Check. Check it.
Here's Breida. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shit! You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 52. On the smooth. 10. Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 37. Check 37.
That would give to Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Leo. Check. Hey, Sam off. Lee Griffin.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Go on. Check 3. Big edge. Shift.
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Nick Breida. He scored the ground and in through the air. as his guys continue to pour it on. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now it's Wilson. Escaping the big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
Look, squeeze. Under crunch. Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He wasn't ready.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Yeah. General West. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hard, hard. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Look at me. Sure, go.
Now they try the right side here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
70.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, lock it.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Man.
Say, let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Seahawks called a second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Kill. Check 9. Shoot.
Topper. Leo.
Check safety.
Fight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Wilson.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me